Hello, St. Peter's and my summer reading explorer adventure friends. Welcome for another exciting week of our Summer Reading Explorers Adventure series. Can you believe it, gang? This is already number 13 in our series. We have been having some really great exploring adventures and we've learned to be some good observers. I can't wait till you see what we're going to observe today. There are some clues around me. See if you can guess before I show you what story we're going to read. Keep thinking. I have my friends here today. Ralph, Magic Monkey. He's looking up at the sky. Wonder what that's about. We have Daisy, our Pig of Joy, and of course our Jar of Joy, so we can spread some joy at the end of our time here today. All right, should we see what our book is today from our Explorer Adventure Pack? Did you guess maybe something about the clouds? I bet some of you did. So the book has clouds on it. You can see behind me all the clouds in the sky, and Magic Monkey's already looking at the clouds. We'll pay more attention to those after we finish our book. So let's get ready. Are all your friends gathered around? You guys ready? Let's get ready for our story. Let's turn up our ears so we're ready to listen. Turn off our mouths so we don't make a sound. Put your hands quietly in your lap. Take a nice big deep breath. Now we're ready for our story. It has some beautiful pictures. It's a very simple story by an author you may recognize. This is called The Cloud Song, and our author is Margaret Wise Brown. Have you ever heard that name before? She wrote the book called Goodnight Moon. Do you know that book? We all know that one, right? So she also wrote this book, but it's illustrated by P.S. Brooks. Let's take a look at The Cloud Song. If I can turn my pages, that would be swell. Here we go. All right. Oh, a cow is a cow. Take a look at the sky. Can you see a cow in those clouds? There it is. Matches our cow down here, right? So on our journey, we're going to have these two birds along with us the entire time. They're having a little adventure today as well. And a pig is a pig. Do you see clouds passing by? Where is the pig in those clouds? Very good. There it is. Have you ever seen a pig in the clouds? A leaf is a leaf, and a tree is a tree. The ones that are clouds look as real as can be. Don't they sure match up, don't they? Pretty cool. What's that in the sky? What do you see? What do you see in those clouds? I see it too. I see flowers and leaves. Very good. They look just like these flowers down here, don't they? That's pretty neat. Clouds and their shapes fill us with glee. When you start looking at clouds, you'll really start to see some shapes. What shape do these clouds have this time? The birds. Look at that. Just like our bird friends in the story. An apple is an apple, and a bee is a bee. Do you see them up in the clouds? An apple cloud and a bee cloud. There's an apple. And here's a bee. And another bee. There's a lot of bees in the clouds. Now what do we see? A house and a chair. Do you think those will be clouds? And what's over there? Why, that looks like a polar bear. That's an amazing cloud. So the house was a house. The chair was a chair. What do we see up here? Do you see the cats in the clouds? Pretty tricky. But the polar bear was another cloud in the air. So there was no polar bear on the ground, just in the clouds this time. And we sang aloud, a cloud is a cloud. A cloud is a cloud is a cloud. Whoa, look at all these clouds. Now they see them all together. The pig and the cow and the tree. I see a bird. Can you see anything else? I see a moon up there. Wow. Have you ever taken a look really closely at the clouds? Look back here. I see a chicken. And what's this? A squirrel in the clouds. So cool. I was looking at clouds when I was driving the other day. Well, someone else was driving and I was the passenger, so I didn't crash. But I was looking at the clouds and I saw a dragon. I did. And then I saw a whale. It's amazing the things that you can see in the clouds if you really look closely. See what you can find when you look up. Today we have plenty of clouds. And actually for the rest of the week, I think you're going to be able to go outside and see some clouds. You can lay on your back, put out a blanket, peek up at the sky, and start to see what you can find. And then as the clouds float by, you know what's really amazing? They change their shape. So maybe it looked like a turtle, and all of a sudden it looks like a dog. It's pretty amazing. Do you want to know a way that maybe we can see those clouds a little bit closer or a little bit more, separated? That's what I meant to say. A little more separated, because if you look at the big whole sky, sometimes it's overwhelming. We need to look at a little piece of the sky. I know just how to do that. Sometimes I got to think about my words, right? If I drop my bag, I got to pick it up, but that's okay. Let's see what we have in here today that we are going to make. Do you have a clue from what I said to see a little part of it? Maybe a little closer? Today, we are going to make binoculars. Now, my binoculars that I've already created, I will show you how. I used 2 toilet paper tubes. My toilet paper tubes happen to be white, and then I colored them. Since I'm going to use them to look at the sky, I made them like a sky. I put a nice big sun. I colored them blue, and there's some clouds around there, and I put a little rainbow. But you can make yours whatever you like. If you really love dinosaurs, put some dinosaurs on there. I added a string so that we don't drop them, and then we can look up at the sky. Then if I look at a piece of the sky, I might see something different than when I look at the whole entire sky. Do you want to see how to make them? Okay. So for now, look what I found. I have our toilet paper tube, and I'm going to need my scissors, or my paper towel tube and my scissors, because I've already made some with toilet paper tubes. It'll be the exact same thing, except you don't have to cut tubes. And look, I have a piece of string already tied around, because you're going to need that. Any kind of string. Actually, this string that's on here, I just found it. Just found it laying around. You could also use string if you have like a roll of twine or something. Some people have it in like their garage or their workshop. Some people even have it in the kitchen. It's true. So you're going to take your paper towel tube. You're going to find the middle. And then you might have to squish it down a little bit to cut it in half. Okay. Now we're outside exploring. We could be measuring this, but we're not going to measure it. Whoa, look how good I did. That's pretty close. Now if they weren't exactly even and one was really high, you could chop that end off so that they're even like this. Now I found out, we did make these at school last year during our Right to Read week, right? But they got really close. If you just put them together like this, they're almost too close. They don't go over your eyes. So I found out a solution. I just took a half a piece of paper. This is actually a piece of scrap paper. And I just rolled it up. Just roll it up. Doesn't have to be any certain special way. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just roll it up. And then the end you're going to tape down so that, who just fell down? Daisy. She just jumped right off. Maybe she saw a butterfly. She's chasing it. Could be. Okay, so that's going to be your spacer, right? So you're just going to put it on one of the tubes like this, and then get some pieces of tape that are long enough to go over the top of the spacer and just hold it down, right? It's just paper on top of cardboard, so the tape will do very well. You can use glue if you don't have tape. You can use glue, but then you have to be very patient and wait until it dries. So I don't really have a lot of time until it dries, but if you're going to use glue, your next step would be to get your glue, and on the other side, just make one strip down, okay? Because that strip is going to be attached to the other side, right? And then you got to hold it steady, hold it there until it dries. So even if you're using glue, you're going to hold it. For our purposes right now, I'm going to put a couple pieces of anchor tape down so that it holds it together and it won't fall apart as I'm trying to show you the rest of what we do. So you can do that also if you want. You can glue it and then hold it with a couple pieces of tape while you decorate it, right? Because we don't want to have just boring old plain tube paper. We want something fabulous. So maybe on this one, I already did sky. Maybe on this one I'll do some bugs. Like I could make a ladybug, right? Just color it in there. Make a ladybug. You could make, what else does a ladybug need? She needs some black spots, doesn't she? Put some black spots on there. Now you don't have to make a ladybug. Put her head up here. You can make, give her some legs, anything you want. Maybe you want to make hearts. Maybe you want to make flowers. Maybe you want to make dragons. You can, it's your choice. You can do anything that you want. I'm going to make a blue butterfly over here. See that? Color the whole thing. You could just make it random colors, like a stained glass window. It's your choice, anything that you want. Because if you notice on mine, after I drew my pictures, I did fill in with a lot of blue sky, right? So you can do that here as well. You can make it any way you want. This is your project, your binoculars. Now, if you cannot find any string, it doesn't matter. You don't need to use string. You can just hold your binoculars and look up at the sky. Let's see what I can find. Oh, I see a mushroom, but it's changing fast because the clouds are moving. Okay, if you want a string so that then when you're done looking, you can kind of set it down and have your hands free to do other things, here's what you need to do. I'll use this one because it's easier to see. You just cut a long piece of string. Then you don't even have to poke holes. Cardboard tubes are very hard to start poking holes and things. I don't want anybody's hands to get punctured. You don't need to do that. You're just going to tape it in. So across the bottom of your string, you're going to put a piece of tape like this. Then take your binoculars and on the inside, like on this side, on the outside of the tube, you're going to go inside of it and just stick this string with the tape. Just stick it down, okay, on the inside. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Get a piece of tape, tape it to the end. See how that's like that? This is the sticky side. I'm going to put it on the outside of my binoculars. Stick it in there, put it on the inside. Now, you can tape it to the outside if you want, but then you'll see your string. If you don't care, that's fine. You can tape it to the outside. But this kind of lets you decorate everything and your string won't be in the way. And then put it around your neck. Now make sure it's long enough to get around your head. And remember, you're only keeping it on your neck when you're using your binoculars. When you're done playing, make sure you take them off, because if you're playing and running around, number one, it could rip your binoculars and they would break. Number two, it could hurt your neck. So we don't want to hurt anybody, right? So just put your binoculars around your neck while you're being an explorer. Today we're being cloud explorers, but you can use them for so many things. You can look down in the grass when you're looking for bugs. You can look up at the sky when you're looking for clouds. It's up to you. Do you see the clouds behind me? They're already moving. And if you look at this right here, doesn't that look like the mouth of maybe a giant turtle? Do you see it? His bottom of his jaw is right here, and here's his nose and the top of his head, and here's the rest of his body. We've got a giant turtle behind us. Ah, watch out! See? You can find so many things. Just keep looking, and you'll be amazed at what you find. Oh, up there, I see the letter C. C is for cookie. I have all these binoculars on me. Oh well, I'll just wear 2 of them for now. So next, we good with that? Okay. Next, we're gonna spread some joy. Let's fill out our card. You know what? It's already right here in my lap. Let's fill out our Summer Reading Explorers card, and then we'll do our joy last. Because we already have all of our stuff out, and that way we can put it all away, focus on spreading some joy, and take it from there. So today, we're looking at clouds. So on my Summer Reading Explorers stamp, I'm going to put some clouds. You see that? You can put whatever you'd like. Maybe you want to draw your binoculars on there. Let's see how many we've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whoa, we are almost finished. This has been a great summer. All right, how about we tuck that away, we take off our binoculars for a minute, all 2 sets of mine, and we get ready to spread some joy. Like to do that? How about you, Joy? I knew you'd say yes. Whoa, almost lost the whole jar. Don't worry, Daisy's okay. I see her over there. She is looking in the grass. She's probably hunting for some bugs. She likes to be an outdoor explorer as well. Let's see how we're going to spread some joy today. This is very sweet. You ready to help us, Joy? Let's show them how we're going to spread some joy. Tell someone what makes them special. Tell someone what makes them special. What an amazing way to spread some joy. You could tell maybe someone made you a delicious lunch or an amazing dinner. You could tell someone that was amazing. Thank you for making that delicious food. Maybe someone gives the best hugs. You could say, you really give the best hugs. Thank you. Maybe someone is helping you learn to read. You could tell them that's very special for you and for them. So everyone is helping you and doing things in special ways. Tell them, remind them that you appreciate what they do for you. That will make them very happy. Their heart will be full. Your heart will be full, and we can spread our joy across the land. How about that? We'll be like superheroes, right? Joy's going to spread some joy. I'm going to spread some joy. You're going to spread some joy. We can do it, boys and girls. All right, go out there. The clouds are getting even bigger, fluffier, fuller. Some of them are kind of dark. Some of them are brighter, wherever the sun is shining through. See what you can find. See how it's changing behind us already. Make those binoculars and let me know what you have discovered in your observations. Okay? Have a great time, boys and girls. I will see you back here on Thursday. Until then, keep spreading your joy.